This is sober talk, uncut. Say it straight, say it tough. Every slip, every sky.
Welcome to Sober Talk Uncut, y'all. I'm Tim Coles. This is a podcast about real conversations, real people, and becoming a better version of yourself. This episode right here, I'm gonna be touching on my childhood, letting you guys get to know me a little better. So what we gonna do, we gonna get into this, man. Y'all stay locked in right here with me, man. Sober Talk Uncut, baby.
This is sober talk, uncut.
I'm a hard-working man. I'm a father. I'm a brother. I'm a grandfather. I'm a loving husband. I'm just like y'all, man. I'm telling my story now, man, because it's time. It's time. I got a year of sobriety. I put my family through a lot. I put myself through a lot. I put my body through a lot. And it's about that time to bring awareness to my situation, my life, and my story. This is dear to my heart right here, man, because of what I've been through. I just want to tell my story, man, and let everybody know change is possible and there's help out there for you. My addiction is something that I talk about every day with people. I really don't play with it. I take this one day at a time, and I take it one day at I don't look forward. I don't look a week ahead. My childhood, we're gonna touch on my childhood, y'all. I'm the youngest of six. It all originally started on the east side of Detroit, man. Amdale and Chalmers. I seen a lot being the youngest, man. My mother did her best, but we didn't have much. So really, my brother was the only father figure I had in my life. I was with a whole bunch of girls. So you know what that means. I was acting like a girl. You know what I'm saying? So I had women tendencies. I had the man I am now. I had to become that man. My mother, you know, we went through a lot with my mother, man. She worked. She did what she can do. She was barely home. But she had this dude, man, and he beat on us. It was fucked up, the things we went through. And I had a lot of anger towards my mother for letting these things happen to us. I didn't have too much happiness in my childhood, in my early childhood years. Not at all. It was dark for me, real dark. Seeing what we was going through. So all I wanted to do was escape. I wanted to escape. I used to tell my brothers and sisters I wish we was white so we can get out our situation we was in, man. You know what I'm saying? The things that really hurt me the most in my childhood was seeing the things that was happening to my mother, knowing I ain't have no control, knowing I couldn't do nothing about it, nothing. Yeah, I wanted to kill this man. The things he did to my mother, man, that shit was unspeakable. It kind of molded me into an animal. You know, the things he did to my sisters, the things he did to me. You know, I wouldn't wish that on nobody, y'all, at all. But early on, I held on to a lot of that, man, and I had a lot of animosity towards my mother. I get a little choked up about this sometime, man, because I know my mother did her best, man. She did her best, and sometimes love can have you stuck. I kind of, I kind of understand that now as an adult. I just wish things could have been different in my childhood, but they wasn't. I was dealt the hand, I was dealt the cards, I was dealt, so I went through it, and it made me the man I am today. Being in a life, growing up, being in the household I was in We didn't have no Christmases, man. I hate holidays now because we ain't get shit for Christmas. Nothing. Hey, man, this dude told me, listen, I'm going to get you a little red ball that don't bounce for Christmas. You know what this nigga did when Christmas came? This motherfucker had a red ball. It had air in it. That motherfucker walked up to me, poked a hole in that motherfucker, and said, Merry Christmas, dog. I'll never forget that shit. I wanted to kill this dude. I wanted to kill him. My household was crazy, man. No holidays, man. Everything. My mama worked for this man. You get what I'm saying? She did everything for him. She took care of that man. She bought him the best food while we ate bologna. You know what I'm saying? I was so sad. That's why I don't eat that shit now. I don't eat no bologna. I don't eat no hot dogs. I don't eat no syrup sandwiches. I don't eat none of that shit. I'm tired of all that shit. All because of my childhood. And just to watch this grown ass man get treated like I was supposed to get treated after the stuff that man was doing, you know, I ain't like my mama at the time. My memories, let y'all know some of my memories from my childhood, which is really all bad. I could tell y'all a story about. I don't know if y'all ever seen. I can kind of laugh at this now, but I don't know if y'all seen "Don't Be a Menace" while drinking your juice in the hood, where he walked in the house and he knocked all the kids out when he was swinging. Listen, man, this dude was beating on my mama one day, right? So we all got together like, man, we little. We like, man, we about to go whoop this dude. I wrap a belt buckle around my hand. My brother get a little stick, and my sisters, I don't know what the hell they was doing. Man, we go down there. Man, this dude picks me up, choke slam me, boom, blow my brother grill out, bow, smack my sisters. I'm like, man, this dude out his damn mind. Like, hey, look, and we was kids, man. This a true story, no lie. And I can laugh about it now, but it still hurt me inside, man. You know, I couldn't do nothing about this, man. And it came a point, man, in my older years, I was looking for this guy, man. I was gonna do something to him. But, you know, through the grace of God, man, through the grace of God, God saved that man. And he also saved me. So, I can sit here right now and tell this story without shedding a tear because I still got some pain inside of me from that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you see this video, my man, and you will know. You know what I'm saying? Even though you was a horrible man, look what you done. You know what I'm saying? You done unlocked the beast, baby. And I didn't forgive you at first. You get what I'm saying? I forgive you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You had an addiction too. And having an addiction, I understand what you was going through, bro. I really do. So angry as I was, mad as I was at my mother, and my mother was a closet crackhead. You get what I'm saying? Didn't know my mother was on crack because she took such good care of us, man. Even when she left this guy, didn't know until I got in these streets, and I was in the crack houses selling crack, and I started smelling crack. And when the fiends would come out the bathroom, I would see how the toilet was stained up. And so when I would go home and go in the bathroom after my mama, I would be like, damn, is this shit still in my nose? But I was smelling the same shit I was smelling at the spot. So I told my brothers and sisters, I come out like, hey, man, mama on crack. And they wanted to fight me. Don't talk about mama like that, man. Don't say that about mama. No, dog, mama on that shit. Come to find out I was right, man. I was right the whole time, man. But that ain't stopped me from loving my mama, man. I was angry. You know what I'm saying? But, having been in addiction, I understand everything now, man. My father wasn't around. I understand. He was I'm a crack baby, man. So it was it makes sense to me now why I was addicted to things. It's in my gene pool, you know. And he wasn't around because he was addicted. I was dealt some fucked up hands, some fucked up cards, man. But I made a way. I'm doing fairly well for myself, man. I got a loving wife. I raised beautiful kids, you know. I'm doing well for myself, and I'm sitting here right now in front of y'all right now, giving y'all my story, which I'm enjoying doing, man. I could tell you, I remember my first drink as a kid. I'm gonna tell this story. I love you, mama, but I'm gonna tell it. We was at a party, man. I think it was my uncle Dennis' party on the east side. I run up to my mom. I say, "Mom, I'm thirsty." I had to be between 7 and 9. I say, "Mom, I'm thirsty." She said, "Boy, go over to that cooler and get you a Budweiser." I'm like, "What?" I go over to the cooler, grab me a beer. At 7, 8, 9 years old, I cracked that boy open. And it was crazy because it was suds coming all out. I'm like, what the hell is this? I get to drinking that boy. And it was nasty as hell. But then I got a buzz, and what was crazy is my mama thought that shit was funny. You get what I'm saying? Now I understand. That shit wasn't funny. Because that shit did something to me. Not only the trauma that I went through, um, not only the trauma I went through did something to me. That getting that in my system did something to me. I came to love that stuff at one point. I couldn't live without it. Going into my my later years in life, all I knew how to handle problems, all I knew to forget, I just drunk. I drunk, I drank, I drank, I drank. And then I did that so I wouldn't remember shit and forget about the pain that I was in. I thought I was too tough to go see a psychiatrist. I thought I was too tough to go get my mental health checked on. I just thought I was this ultimate street dude. I thought I was a man. I wasn't no man. I was a little boy. I was a little punk ass boy at that. I thought I was operating like a man, and I wasn't. I can honestly say today, I'm that man that I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that. So, and after all that happened, and my mama left this guy, um, we moved with my grandma in Southfield, and it was time to get my mama hell. I was going into like sixth grade. It was like, yeah, it's time to get you hell. Now you let us go through all that. So I'm talking about every chance I got, I did some dumb shit, and I was proud of it. I got my ass beat. Pain didn't hurt to me. I got beat my whole damn life. I got beat from the time my mama met this dude till I was 12 years old. I ain't feel her pain didn't hurt at all. A slap didn't hurt. A belt didn't hurt. This nigga was beating me with bricks. You get what I'm saying? He beat me with bricks, stitching cords. I'm talking about y'all remember the thick ass Barton cable cords, like them camera cords. He was hangers. I'm talking about this dude was fucking us up, man. So I gave my mama hell, man. Um, I probably caused my mama some mental distress, man, not knowing what she was already going through. My mama had to be mental to go through the shit she went through, and I can say that as a mental as a mental person, I take care of my mental health. I know I'm mental, and I can admit that. And once again, happy Mental Awareness Month too, y'all. I just want to add that in there, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all mental health took care of, man, because I make sure I do. I take my medication. I go see my psychiatrist. But I wish my mother would have had some mental help, man. I wish she would have, man, and I wish we all would have got mental help when we was kids, man, because we got took through there, man. And my sisters, man, they might have not known it growing up, but they hop dude from dude. And the reason why they was looking for that love, man. They never seen my mother. My mama used to tell me, "Boy, you gotta treat a lady right." I said, "Hold on, mama. I'm the dude I'm the kid who spoke my mind. I got popped in my mouth for it, but I told my mama, I ain't never seen a man treat you right. How you gonna tell me how a man's supposed to treat a woman?" You know what I'm saying? I never seen my mama get treated right. And you know what that did? By me seeing my mama get treated like shit, you know what I brought on the women early on? I treated them like shit. Because I didn't know how to treat a woman. I never seen my mama get treated right. and my sisters, they didn't know how a woman was supposed to be treated. So my brother, he had his dad in his life. He the only one with a different dad. He had his dad in his life, and he kind of treated my brother different because he couldn't keep my mom's boyfriend at the time when I was talking about my child. He couldn't keep my brother away from his father. So he kind of my brother was kind of raised the same, but a little different because he had his dad, if that makes sense. So it was a little different. He was the only father figure I really had in my life. But, it it was tough seeing my brother was paying bills at 12, man. You know what I'm saying? It was shit was fucked up. To hear my mama cussing my brother out and he 13, 14, 15 because the DTE bill ain't paid, man. You know what I'm saying? Or my brother like being in debt because my mama done put a bill in his name, and the same thing happened to me too. Mama, I should have pressed charges on your ass when they told me to. I had a DTE bill in my name when I tried to get my first crib, and they was like, I owe 5,000 plus. I said, man, I ain't never had no damn DTE bill. They said, you know what Sherry codes? I said, damn, I done put your government out there, but they said, you know what Sherry codes? I say, yeah. I say, yeah, I know what Sherry codes. That's my mama. They said, yeah. They said, you gotta talk to her. So that's when I found out my mama done tore all our name up, man. But look, mama, I love you and I appreciate you, ma. I just want to add that in there. I love you, man. Despite what we went through, despite how angry I was with you, you did your best, and I realized that. And I'm glad you got over your addiction, and I can sit here and talk about it, man. I love you, girl. You gonna see this. I love you. Um, when I was a teenager, going into my teenage years, I was struggling to find out who I was. I never was the type of dude who looked for validation. That just never been me. I never cared who liked me. I never cared who wanted to be my friend because I had that personality where I just drew people towards me anyway. And not trying to sound arrogant or nothing, I was kind of always like the center of attention without even trying to be the center of attention because of my personality. You get what I'm saying? And once I moved from the east side to Finkel, that shit was a culture change, y'all. The east side and the west side totally different. The dudes, the women, the growing up. Mom, listen, man, let me tell y'all. My mama say, hey, we moved. Once she left this dude, we was happy. She said, we moving, y'all. She said, we moving to Finkel. We like, what the hell is Finkel? We like, cool. She like, it's a nice neighborhood. This, blase, this. We like, cool. She like, you gonna go to Cooley High School. Boom. I'm like, cool, cool. I couldn't wait, right? Man, we eating dinner our first night on Finkel, man, on the goddamn floor. You know why? Because it was bullets flying everywhere. And we looking at my mama, and we on literally, true story, on the floor eating. She like, shut the hell up. And I'm talking about it's bullets hitting the house. These niggas outside having a shootout, man. And I'm saying Finkel was different, man. The east side was rough, but I ain't never, Finkel made me. So real, I'm from the east side, but I'm a 4-1 baby, man. Finkel made me, man. When I started hanging around them guys on Finkel, man, I start really learning what a hood dude was about. I thought I knew what a hood dude was till I met them niggas. Them was some real hood niggas right there. And I was like 12, 13, man. Shout out to all my Finkel boys, man. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all boys, man. I ain't talking bad about y'all, man. I'm just telling my story, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what type of guy I am. But shout out to my man Cottrell, man. That was my dog, still my dog. Shout out to my man Martin Green, man. Shout out to all my Finkel dogs, man. Shout out to my man Mo Large in the building. Shout out to all my DV. Shout out to Ro. But like I said, I never look for validation. But them dudes was different. Um, I started hanging with them, and really, I wasn't. I was really like a hoe ass dude. You know what I'm saying? But hanging around them, I ain't had no choice. I didn't want to do some of the things that I was doing, but I was kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Because they'd tell me, like, hey, this dude walk past us again, punch him in his face. What the fuck you mean punch? He ain't do nothing. And these dudes was older than us. So, these the dudes who ran the hood. So I wanted to prove a point. So actually I was kind of lying. I contradicted myself. I was looking for validation because I would punch them niggas in the face when they when they walk back through. But other than that, that's the only time. Maybe because I was scared and I felt like I was forced to do it. And then going to high school at Cooley, man, I ain't never seen so many fine chicks in a fucked up hood in my life. Once I stepped foot in Cooley, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Cooley was off the chain, man. That's where I started to get my swag at. When I moved to the west side, you know what I'm saying? I started becoming a pretty boy. I was thugged out, but I started becoming a pretty boy. Once I got up in Cooley, I started getting a little money. Shout out to my high school sweetheart. I was a little shy at first, but I hooked up with one of the cutest things at the time at Cooley. I had me a nice one on my side. And I had a lot of dudes, they was a little envious that they was trying to get them draws for a minute, but I got them. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it was just funny, man, growing up in high school, man, watching my change, man. And I was I was drinking like we had a thing called stagecraft. And really this is when my alcoholism now I know, but then I didn't. Like this is when I really, really started to enjoy drinking. We had a thing called stagecraft. And what up, West B? Putting you on blast, boy. We used to be under the stage getting lit. R.I.P. Melly Mel, me, Mel, West. Man, we used to get lit every day. I never went to class. Shout out to Coach Moss, man. This 20 years ago, you ain't about to get in trouble, dog. Shout out for changing them grades for me, my baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I never went to class, man. And shout out for being a good father figure to me, too, man. But I started to love drinking, like really love it at Cooley, man. And from that point on, I turned into a demon. Um, it was hard to get control of it once I lost control. I've been blacking out since 14. I've been blacking out drinking since 14, man. One time my mama almost shot me. I'm on the side of the house. This how drunk I am. I got my key on my neck, and I was supposed to be in the house already, but my key around my neck. I'm so drunk I don't know it. I'm on the side of the house trying to get in the house. I hear some cock from upstairs or whatever. I wasn't realizing what it was at the time, but it was my mama pointing a gun at me because she thought I was trying to break in the house. So I'm trying to open the door. So I hear my sister like screaming, like, "Mama, somebody trying to break in the house. Somebody trying to break in the house." And then I just hear a whole bunch of rumbling in the house. And I'm drunk as hell. And I'm still trying to ram through the door, banging on the door or whatever. And I hear the window crack and I hear a cop. And my mama look out the window and she say, "Aaron," because that's my middle name. Now y'all know that too. She say, "Aaron, that's you?" Say, "I'm about to fuck you up, boy." Man, my mama came down there, man, slapped me, opened the door, slapped me up. She threw me in the shower, cold shower. Now I was 15 at the time. She threw me in a cold shower with all my clothes on, and I got my ass beat that day. That probably was one of the last ass whoopings I got. Tell you the truth. Um, yeah, that's when I started to know that I was losing control with this alcohol. Didn't know it would ever become as bad as it was. And with speaking of the ass whoopings, y'all, how many of y'all can relate like to y'all last ass whooping when y'all mama like when she knew she couldn't whoop your ass no more? My mama grabbed that. She took that belt, swung it at me. I grabbed that belt. I looked at my mama, said, this shit is over. You know what she did? She said, "Oh, you bad, nigga?" Man, she went and grabbed that gun and then grabbed a bat and started whooping my ass. I should have just let her whoop my ass. but but she knew it was over after that, y'all. She knew it was over with. But shout out to my mama, man. And it was getting bad right there, man. I didn't know that my past um will haunt me like this, and would play a major part mentally with my drinking, and until I went and got the help that I needed, um, which I was always scared to do, man, because I always be like, I don't want no white man telling me about myself, or it ain't even had to be a white man. I ain't want nobody telling me about myself because I felt like couldn't nobody tell me about myself. You know what I'm saying? But I was wrong, man. And I'm just glad I had the wherewithal, like I had the mindset to actually get some help, man. I actually got some help, man, and it changed my life, man. Um, Making that decision to go to rehab, it changed my life, man. Making that decision to become sober, it changed my life, man. Making that decision, man. I want y'all to know, man. Hey, it's help out here, y'all. It's help out here. You gotta want it. You gotta seek it. You know. I had some things happen in my life that you know I'll take to my grave. Only that shit gonna stay between me and God. You know what I'm saying? But just know that the universe has blessed me time over time over time, and I was feeling like it was about to end for me. I was feeling like I only had so many more chances before I was gonna be in that dirt or behind the behind them prison walls again. And that's something that ain't never gonna that ain't never gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? I can't have that. I got too many people depending on me. So once again, y'all, if you feel like you at the edge, man, you ain't alone, bro. I've been there. Just know it's light at the end of that tunnel, man. Just keep going, keep striving. I meditate, keep meditate, put good vibes out there, man. You gotta want this shit, man. You gotta work at this shit, man. This shit is not easy. Every single day, my mindset try to come back. Every single day. And when I say every day, y'all, I mean every single day. You hear me? Every day, y'all. Listen, man. This shit not easy. But look at me. I'm looking right in this camera. I'm telling you. Hang in there, bro. Whoever you are, young man, young lady, older, young, child, you know what I'm saying? I've been there. I done walked that road. It's light. I'm telling you. It's light. You can do it, man. Stay prayed up. Whatever you do, whatever you what if you a Buddhist, if you a Christian, if you meditate, whatever you do, if you a Muslim, whatever you do, lean on your faith, man. Lean on your faith, man. There's always hope for you, bro. I'm telling you, you're going to feel like the end of the world. I've been there, man. I'm telling you, you got to lock in, lock in. We all possess that power to lock in and change ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the signs. Be weary of people, places, and things. That's rehab talk for y'all who've been in rehab. Y'all might know that. People, places, and things, y'all. Watch the people you hang around, man, because a lot of these people don't want to see y'all do good. A lot of the people I was around, man, um, they was around because I spent big money. I bought everybody food, and of course, I got all the ladies. You get what I'm saying? So no, I'm being serious, but that ain't what friends. That ain't the type of friends I wanted. You get what I'm saying? And if anybody get offended, I apologize. But I ain't saying no names, but dudes only hung around me for that. Once I got sober, these niggas ain't around, man. You know, when I partied, I'm talking about, hey, everybody had a good time. You know what I'm saying? It was like big meats. When I went out, it was like going out with big meats. I'm talking about, oh man, my wife used to want to kill me. And baby, I'm so sorry for what I put you through, girl. I'm talking about I used to be recording myself live on Facebook, getting lap dances. You know what I'm saying? Just ignorant, man. Just ignorant to the fact, but under in my addiction, man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have one dude around me. Now I'm a grown man, but I didn't have one dude around me like, hey, bro, you need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cut that camera off, dog. Hey, T, chill out, man. You got to go home to your wife. Everybody just wanted a free night. You know what I'm saying? And thinking about that shit kind of make me mad because being the authentic, genuine guy I am, I ain't gonna let none of my dudes go out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's one dude. Shout out to my man Joe T, man. And it's one guy. That's the only guy who ever brought me home. All my years of sobriety, hanging out with everybody, and that's the only guy my wife said I should hang with to this day. All you other niggas, she don't like y'all. She don't like y'all, man. I love y'all though, but you know that's the only guy uh that my wife said I should hang with out of everybody I grew up with, man. And well, I'm lying. Trail used to try to. He couldn't control me though. So I had a couple guys, that was in my corner. But for the most part, man, everybody just wanted to party, man. Everybody just wanted a piece of the pie, man. And then once I got sober, I just realized I was being used, man. I feel like dudes will use you more than these women, and that's the sad part, man. The dudes. Some of these dudes is women, you know, and I hung around some of them, man, and I had to change my circle. Today I got some good guys around me, man, and not saying them guys wasn't good guys because you think about it, they was in addiction too, and some of them still in addiction. They don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not saying they weren't good guys. They was just having fun and they was addicted to partying and addicted to the life. And I just amplified that shit by 1,000, being who I am. So I'm not judging nobody. This is judgmental free right here, man. So don't take that the wrong way, y'all. Y'all probably was in addiction too and needed some help too. So hopefully y'all get the help y'all need too. Um, Going into my early 20s, I was a violent guy, off liquor. I was in Minnesota. Um, I had left home, went to Minnesota. Now, mind you, um, I originally went to Minnesota to play football. Really, it was a proud moment for me because I was the first person out of my whole family to go off to college, and I had a football scholarship. And it was a proud moment. But guess what I did? Fucked it up. Fucked it up, man. Um, got down there, brought that nigga mentality, excuse my language, but that nigga mentality, that stupid ass culture, this shit we call culture, which ain't culture. You get what I'm saying? This shit holds us down. You get what I'm saying? I took that down there. Act like I ain't have no home training, didn't go to class. I started selling dope. You know what I'm saying? On the run from the police, making babies. Um, I wasn't taught. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't taught properly. You get what I'm saying? And that's not a knock to my mom again, because she did her best. But I didn't have no man in my life, man, to show me what to do. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know how to control my emotions. I didn't know how to manage money. I didn't know how to pay bills. So, all I knew how to do was get money. And I thought that was being a man. But it wasn't, man. I went down there, man, in my 20s, man, and I acted a fool down there, man. Started selling dope, got kicked out of school, went to prison. I did 2.5 years. I got caught with 31 pounds of marijuana, and boom, there you go. College career over. By the time I got out, I ain't had nowhere to live. I had to just hop on the bus, and my brother sent me some money, and now I'm back in the city, doing the same shit. But when I was down there, I ain't had to answer to nobody, man. I was all by myself. I was getting drunk every day. I would call my mama drunk than a mug, man. Drunk than a mug. Didn't remember what I was saying to her. And then when I got locked up, I thought my mama, I was expecting my mama to help me. My mama like, oh no, nigga, you big and bad. I was in that motherfucker scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? She said, you big and bad. She said, go ahead and deal with it. You did this, you gonna live through it. Shout out to my brother, man, James, because he the only one who sent me some money, man, and I really do appreciate that because when you broke behind them walls, it's tough, man. It's tough. So the little $20 a month he was sending me helped me, man. I was in there cutting hair for commissary. And then I had a weak ass CO hating on me doing that. And so my time in Minnesota, I had a great time, don't get me wrong. But knowing what I know now, I would have did better, but I don't regret this shit, man. Nothing I have done, I don't regret none of it. Nothing I've been through. I'm talking about in my marriage, in my childhood. I might have hated it, but not understanding what I know now, knowing what I know now, I don't regret none of this shit, man. You know what? I'm glad all this shit happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And I hate what happened to my sisters. I hate what happened to my mama, man. But I'm glad I got to witness that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I vow not to ever do that shit to my family, man. And I vow not to ever do that shit to the woman I loved. And guess what I did, man? I was doing that shit to her. Not putting my hands on her, but mentally, I might as well beat her ass. She probably rather get punched than mentally abused the way I was doing it, man. And this woman stuck it out with me, man. Stuck it out with me, man. I love you. I'm glad you believed in me. I am. I'm glad you believed in me. I appreciate the love you have shown me. And I'd rather not do this thing called life and marriage with nobody else other than you, man. You are my why, man. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you keeping me going every day. You showed me the definition, the true definition of love, the true definition. And I appreciate you for that. I love you. And I wish I could take back everything I done, but I can't. And I know you proud of the man I am now. So, um, thank y'all for joining me. This has been Sober Talk Uncut. Y'all stay locked in, man. This is real conversations. This is real people. And this is real recovery. Next episode, I will be touching bases on my older years, going into my addiction, man. Y'all keep it locked right here, man.
This is Sober Talk Uncut.